Compulsive thinking isn't just annoying, it's one of the biggest threats to your well-being. When you think compulsively, your emotions constantly react to the images in your head rather than the life around you, and you find yourself angry, overwhelmed, or afraid in relatively neutral situations. Then your body reacts to these emotions, and you end up automatically doing and saying things you didn't really choose to, often making things worse or driving away the people you love. All of this thinking burns you out as you waste vital energy problem-solving things that don't always require an immediate solution. And most tragic of all, an overactive mind will distract you from the things that really matter. You'll find yourself unable to be present with the people and experiences you care about most. Thinking can be an incredible tool to achieve incredible things, but when thoughts happen compulsively, outside of your conscious choice, they become one of the greatest threats to your well-being. But you can't just stop thinking, can you? If that worked, it would have worked by now. So first, you need to understand why your thoughts are spinning in the first place. It's not because you chose to think too much. It's because you didn't feel enough. If you choose to think about something, thought is a tool. It's used to hatch a plan towards a better tomorrow. But if you're using thinking as an escape from the uncomfortable feelings of today, it no longer functions as a tool for well-being. It becomes a dependency you have trouble dropping. When thoughts happen automatically, it's usually because of one reason: you have hurt within you that's gone unnoticed. You have pain or grief or fear that you've been distracting yourself from. All of your compulsive thinking is a distraction, and your nervous system doesn't dare stop thinking, because if it did, the uncomfortable feelings would return. And so your way out isn't to think the right things or to control your thoughts. It's to become willing to endure the things your thoughts are protecting you from. Pain, sadness, grief, fear. If you were willing and able to embrace these things head on with the entirety of your attention, your thoughts would become redundant. What would you need to think about? What would you need to fix or change or problem solve? Almost all of your thinking is aimed at trying to make yourself feel better. But if you were capable of feeling what you feel, you wouldn't need to think so hard, would you? You'd fix what you can and feel the leftovers when you can't. You don't have a thinking problem. You have a feeling problem. You have a dependency on thinking to avoid feeling. And if you want to test this theory, see if you can sit still for 30 minutes. If you have trouble, it's not because sitting still is difficult. You're just sitting there. It's because when you sit still, your emotions become more apparent. Boredom, loneliness, fear, discontentment, and your mind amps up to compensate, giving you something else to focus on. Your ruminative thoughts are only a burden because letting them go isn't an option for you. It's just too uncomfortable. But if you're willing to encounter that discomfort, letting go of thoughts becomes an option. Then it just becomes a matter of exercising that option, and that is what meditation trains. Meditation is not about having no thoughts. It's about practicing the willingness to let go of thoughts, even when it's uncomfortable to do so. You let go of a thought, you come back to the breath, you allow any sensations or emotions that show up along the way. You don't fix it, you don't fight it, you just feel it and return to the breath. That's how you break your dependency on thoughts. With enough practice, your mind does begin to settle. Not because you forced it into silence, but because you no longer needed it to protect you. You're capable of just sitting and breathing and feeling. And when that happens, rumination disappears, and well-being begins.